They say success is measured by wealth and status. The cars, the career, the big house on the hill. But let me ask you this. What if the greatest achievements in life aren't visible at a glance? By 60, many people feel like they haven't made it. But here's the truth. Some of the most powerful milestones don't show up on a scoreboard. If you've reached these milestones, you might be winning in ways that truly matter, even if it doesn't look like it from the outside. Stick with me, because these hidden achievements could completely shift your perspective on what it means to be successful. Welcome to Better Aging Advice for Elderly. I'm Lewis, and our mission here is to help you age with purpose, joy, and resilience. If you're passionate about living your best life, no matter your age, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our empowering tips. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful life achievements that prove you're winning, even if it doesn't always look like it from the outside. These milestones aren't measured by money or status, but by something far more meaningful. Trust me, number 5 might just change the way you see your entire journey and what true success really is. Stick with me. This is something you'll want to hear. Achievement 1, meaningful relationships. They say in the end we remember moments, not money. And when you look back on your life, it's not going to be the wealth you accumulated or the titles you earned that stand out. It's the relationships you've built along the way. We all need someone who truly sees us for who we are, someone who's been there in the ups and the downs. Whether it's a partner who has stood by your side, a lifelong friend who knows your story, or a close family member who understands you in a way no one else can, these relationships are priceless. When I think about the most rewarding moments in my life, they're all tied to people. In fact, studies show that strong social ties are directly linked to better mental and physical health. People with deep connections tend to live longer, experience less stress, and are happier overall. So while society often celebrates individual achievement, the real measure of success lies in the relationships we nurture. You don't need a massive social circle to feel supported. It's the quality, not the quantity, of your relationships that matters. Even one person who has been a consistent source of love, understanding and support can make all the difference. Think about the people who have been there for you in difficult times, the ones who've helped you pick up the pieces. That's success. In my own life, I've been fortunate enough to have a few key individuals who've made all the difference. From mentors who shaped my journey to friends who became family, these connections are what I value most. And you know what? None of them ever asked me about the size of my paycheck or the status of my career. They cared about me as a person. Those are the relationships that truly count, the ones that make life rich and meaningful. So here's my challenge to you. Take a moment and reflect on the people who've been by your side through thick and thin. Think about the ones who've made you feel seen, valued and loved. They might not be the loudest voices in your life, but they are undoubtedly the most important. Who has been your greatest support through the years? Tag them or share in the comments. Let's celebrate those who have stood by us. And if there's someone you've lost touch with, maybe now's the perfect time to reconnect, because those relationships are the true treasures of life. These moments, these connections, are what keep us grounded and remind us that the greatest achievements in life are often the ones that can't be measured by a trophy or bank account. Achievement 2. Lessons learned from failure. By the time you hit 60, life has likely handed you a few curveballs. Maybe it was a painful divorce, a career setback that made you question your path, or a health scare that forced you to slow down. We all face moments of doubt, frustration, and loss. But here's the thing, it's not about the failures themselves, it's about how we rise from them. Failure is often seen as something to fear, but I've learned over the years that failure is actually one of our greatest teachers. The truth is, we all fail. It's a natural part of life. What matters is how we respond to those setbacks. The most successful people are often those who have faced the most challenges and emerged stronger because of them. I've had my own share of setbacks. There were times I felt defeated, unsure of which way to turn. But over time I came to realize that those failures didn't define me. What truly mattered was my ability to bounce back, to adapt, and to grow from those experiences. It's easy to feel like life is over when things go wrong, but the real magic happens when we choose to learn from the mistakes and keep moving forward. That's where resilience comes in. And trust me, resilience is priceless. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I faced a significant health scare. It forced me to re-evaluate everything about my life, my habits, my priorities, and my outlook. At the time, I was devastated, but it turned out to be the catalyst for a positive transformation. I didn't just bounce back. I emerged with a deeper appreciation for life, a more mindful approach to my health, and a renewed sense of purpose. The key lesson here is that resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about learning, evolving, and becoming stronger through adversity. If you've been through hardships and have come out on the other side, that's a victory. It's a sign that you've won the inner game of life. Failure doesn't have to be the end. In fact, it can be the beginning of something better. Every setback offers a lesson. Every challenge gives you the opportunity to grow. The more we embrace this mindset, the more empowered we become. Life isn't about avoiding failure. It's about mastering the art of recovery. By the way, if you're finding this valuable, stick around because number 5 might redefine success for you entirely. It's a game changer and you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Achievement 3. Health you can still enjoy. Let's be honest, health is wealth. We all know that. But as we age, we often face the reality that our bodies don't work like they used to. Joints creak, energy fades faster, and sometimes just getting out of bed can feel like a challenge. However, here's something I want you to remember. If you can still walk, laugh, and do the things you love, you're winning in ways that matter more than you might realize. When we talk about health, we often focus on physical perfection. Society tells us that we should be in our prime, never feeling aches or pains, always at our best. But that's not the reality for most of us, especially as we get older. The truth is, health isn't about being perfect. It's about appreciating what your body can still do, despite its limitations. If you've made it to 60 and can still enjoy life, whether that's walking around the block, spending time with family, or enjoying a hobby, you're ahead of the game. I've learned that it's the little things that make the biggest difference. It's not about running marathons or having six-pack abs. It's about being able to do what makes you feel alive. Take a moment to appreciate the simple things. Can you get outside and enjoy nature? Can you still play with your grandkids or laugh with friends? That's the kind of health that truly matters. And let's not forget about resilience when it comes to managing chronic conditions. We all know someone, maybe even you, who's learned to live with health challenges, whether it's arthritis, diabetes, or a heart condition. The fact that you continue to live a full life, adjusting and adapting, is a testament to your strength. It's not easy, but you do it anyway. And that's something to be proud of. It's about finding ways to keep moving, stay active, and enjoy the things you love, even if it means taking extra care along the way. If you can wake up each day and move, even a little, or if you can find joy in the activities that bring you happiness, you're ahead of the curve. Remember, health isn't just about what you can't do anymore. It's about embracing what you can still do. Here's the thing. As we age, we start to understand that health is not just about the absence of illness. It's about feeling good enough to enjoy life, to be present for the people who matter, and to pursue our passions. If you're able to do that, you're living a life full of wealth, even if it doesn't always look perfect on paper. Achievement 4. Living by your own values. Have you ever stopped to think about who you were supposed to be? In our younger years, society, family, and even our own expectations often push us toward a certain path. We strive for success, status, and approval, sometimes forgetting what we truly want. But by 60, many people reach a powerful realization. The happiest moments in life come when you finally start living life on your own terms, when you let go of the shoulds and embrace the wants. Living authentically is one of the most rewarding achievements, and it's something that's often overlooked. It's not about fitting into someone else's mold or following a predefined checklist. It's about making choices that align with who you truly are. For some, that might mean making a career change late in life, switching gears to follow a passion that's been simmering under the surface for years. For others, it could be stepping away from the pressure of constant hustle and choosing to focus on personal fulfillment instead. I've seen this happen with so many people. One of my close friends in her late 50s decided to leave a high-stress job she'd held for years. The decision wasn't easy, but she knew it was time. Instead of chasing promotions, she started volunteering at a local shelter, something that had always been dear to her heart. The shift was life-changing. She found joy in the simplicity of helping others, and for the first time in years, she felt a true sense of purpose. Sometimes, living authentically also means setting boundaries, saying no more often and not feeling guilty about it. For so long, many of us say yes to obligations, to expectations, and to things that don't actually serve us. But once we reach a certain point, we realize that our time is precious, and we have the right to protect it. By saying no to things that drain our energy and yes to things that truly matter, we reclaim our power. Living by your values isn't about being perfect, it's about being real. It's about shedding the weight of others' opinions and embracing the freedom that comes from living authentically. Whether it's taking the leap into a new career, starting a new hobby, or simply choosing to prioritize your happiness over external pressures, every step toward living life on your own terms is a victory. Achievement 5. Leaving a positive impact. Legacy isn't just about inheritance, money, property, or possessions. It's about the influence you've had on others. It's about the lives you've touched, the advice you've shared, and the example you've set. When we think of legacy, we often think of something big, a large philanthropic effort, a renowned achievement, or a career that made waves. But the truth is, some of the most profound legacies are built quietly, through small actions that ripple out to create something far greater. Have you ever thought about the impact you've had on those around you? Maybe you've mentored someone, offered guidance in a moment of need, or simply provided a listening ear. Even if you haven't noticed it, your influence has likely reached far beyond what you could have imagined. Whether it's your family, your friends, or your community, the positive changes you've sparked are a testament to the life you've lived. When I look at the people who've made a lasting impact on me, I realize it wasn't just about grand gestures or monumental moments. It was the way they made me feel, supported, understood, encouraged to grow. My grandfather, for example, taught me more through his actions than words. He never had a big title or a fortune to leave behind, but he mentored me in the simplest of ways, showing me the importance of patience, hard work, and kindness. His impact still shapes who I am today, and that's a legacy worth more than gold. Maybe for you it's the way you've supported your children, guiding them through tough times and celebrating their triumphs. Perhaps it's the mentorship you've offered to younger colleagues, passing on knowledge and wisdom. Or maybe it's the work you've done in your community, volunteering at a local shelter, leading a support group, or teaching a class that empowers others. These are the legacies that matter most, and they create ripple effects that can last for generations. Your legacy doesn't need to be something that everyone notices right away. It's the small acts of kindness, the quiet words of encouragement, the ways you've lifted others up without expecting anything in return. These are the things that leave a lasting mark on the world. And as we grow older, we begin to realize that the real reward comes not from what we've accumulated, but from how we've shared and contributed to the world around us. So, if you've ever inspired someone to be better, mentored someone who needed guidance, or simply been a source of comfort during a tough time, know this: you've left a positive impact that will echo far beyond your lifetime. So, which of these 5 achievements resonates with you the most? Maybe it's the meaningful relationships, the lessons learned from failure, or the way you're living by your own values. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below because I read everyone. If this video inspired you, hit the like button and share it with someone who could use a little motivation. And don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting advice right here on Better Aging Advice for Elderly. We're on this journey together, and I'm excited to continue winning at life with you. Let's keep the conversation going and empower each other to live our best lives.